Good morning students and hello friends. Welcome to Ashoka Online Academy. So yesterday we have said that we will discuss the current affairs daily for UPSC and Telangana Public Service Commission Group 1, Group 2 examinations. So as part of the daily current affairs program, today we will see the important current affairs for this particular day, taken from the various sources, that is the Hindu newspaper and the Press Information Bureau of Government of India website, official website. So let us start with today's current affairs topics. So today I will discuss one mains article, that is the plastic waste management amendment rules, and followed by other current affairs related topics. So let us start the current affairs of the day. So our first topic for the day is environment. So this topic, it is a mains topic. It is a mains related topic. So the topic is all about government notified the plastic waste amendment rules 2021. Okay, understand that. So what is this important amendment made to the plastic waste management rules 2021, which were initially bought in the year 2016. So in 2016 the rules were bought, and in 2021 the rules were amended. Now why it is amended? It is amended because of two reasons. One is the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, he talked about the India is going to eliminate the single-use plastic very soonly in the United Nations Environment Assembly. In the United Nations Environment Assembly meeting of 2019. In this meeting, Prime Minister participated and he said that India is going to eliminate this particular plastic waste very recently, okay, in the coming short time. But he did not mention any time period. So given the commitment of the Government of India in the United Nations Environment Assembly meeting of 2019, the Government of India notified the plastic waste amendment rules of 2021 with a goal of prohibiting the identified single-use plastic items by the year 2020. That means by next year, December 31st, 2020, the list of identified single-use plastic items will be totally prohibited in India. Now, one reason is the Prime Minister has given a commitment that India will eliminate the single-use plastic very recently in the United Nations Environment Assembly meeting of 2019. Second reason is that the plastics, okay, whatever the plastics we use, they cause a lot of pollution to the various ecosystems on the planet Earth. Understand that. So plastic pollution is the biggest threat to the various life forms on the planet Earth. Okay, they pollute the water resources, they pollute the marine resources, that is the ocean, they pollute the soil, and when they were burned, okay, different types of gases, poisonous gases will be released from these plastics, creating air pollution. So all these issues are there. Okay, so the plastic is creating or destroying the healthy ecosystems on the planet Earth. So understand here very clearly, in the Pacific Ocean, especially to this particular western side of North America, you can see what is called as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So what is this Great Pacific Garbage Patch? It is full of plastic litter, okay, that is part of the ocean. So whatever the plastic waste thrown by the United States of America and the Canada, all of that is being dumped in this particular Pacific Ocean, and a Great Pacific Garbage Patch was created with a lot of plastic pollution there in the Pacific Ocean. Second is that in the Atlantic Ocean we have something like Sargasso Sea. Sargasso Sea. So what is this Sargasso Sea in Northern Atlantic Ocean? It is full of plastic litter thrown by the European countries and also the east coast of America and Canada. People from these areas, they throw a lot of plastic, and entirely that plastic accumulated in the middle of the ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, creating Sargasso Sea. So this particular Great Pacific Garbage Patch plastic pollution, Sargasso Sea of plastic waste in the North Atlantic Ocean, it is spread over 10,000 square kilometer area in the oceans. So all that is the plastic, okay, and it is not in a position to degrade, biodegrade itself. So simply what will happen, whatever the marine creatures are there, they are eating this particular plastic waste, and their health is threatened, and now their survival is also in question. So keeping all these things in consideration, the government of India has also thought that let us ban this particular single use plastic items for the health of the people and also for the healthy maintenance of the various types of ecosystems in India. Okay, so for this the government has amended these rules in 2021. That is what I want to discuss here. One more important point is that so just okay, the very simple, just the rules were notified by the Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change, and the goal is simply you need to ban the identified single use plastic items by 2022. Now let us understand, proceed further. Okay, why they bought this? Pollution due to single use plastic items has become an important environmental challenge. It became an important environmental challenge. Understand that very clearly. Okay, pollution due to single use plastic became an important environmental challenge confronting all the countries on the planet Earth are affected, including India. Okay, how it will cause pollution? I told you, you throw the plastic in the soil, it will accumulate in the soil. You throw the plastic in the water, simply it will be accumulated in the water and posing a threat to the life forms in the water bodies. If you burn it, a lot of chemicals will be released from it, causing air pollution. So these are all the various ways of how pollution is caused by the plastics. Understand that very clearly. Okay, now right now the India has taken the commitment, okay, for mitigation of pollution caused by littered single use plastics. Already I told you this point. In the 4th United Nations Environment Assembly held in 2019, India has piloted a resolution on addressing single use plastics products pollution, recognizing the urgent need for global community focusing on this very important issue. So understand that very clearly. All countries are affected. India is also affected. So obviously our Prime Minister gave the commitment to United Nations Environment Assembly 4th meeting in 2019, and as per that commitments we have bought this particular plastic waste management amendment rules of 2021. Very simple. Okay, and this plastic pollution, it is a serious concern in all the countries including India. So what they are doing as part of these amended rules, what they are doing, just try to understand here. So this particular amended plastic waste management rules says that the manufacturing, the import, stocking, distribution, selling and use of single use plastics including polystyrene and expanded polystyrene commodities shall be prohibited with effect from 1st July 2022. Remember the date for group level examination. So whoever the persons who are manufacturing the plastics, importing the plastics, exporting the plastics, stocking them or storing them, distributing them in the markets, selling them in the shops, or even citizens who are using them. So they should stop using the identified or listed single use plastics as per these rules with effect from 1st July 2022. Understand that? Now understand one thing. What are these single use plastics? Single use plastic means simply you will use only one time and you will throw away that particular plastic material. So what will happen? It will not be recycled, it will not be collected for recycle, and it will be there in the environment, posing the threat to the other life forms on planet Earth and destroying the ecosystems. So they are prohibiting this particular single use plastic. Like for example, what is the list? Identified list is earbuds with plastic sticks. Generally we use the earbuds at homes, so we use it once and we throw it away. Okay, plastic sticks for balloons, plastic flags, okay, candy sticks, okay, the children will eat the chocolates with that particular plastic material, candy sticks, ice cream sticks, thermocol sheets, all these are banned. That means nobody should manufacture them, import them, stock them, distribute them, sell them or use them from 1st July 2022. They are single use plastics. Single use plastics are those plastics which are used only once, and after that there is no scope for reuse or they will not be recycled. Okay, two things, understand that. And whatever the plates, cups, glasses, cutlery, whatever we use in our homes during some celebrations, okay, they are also not allowed, okay, from 1st July 2022. Understand that very clearly. Okay, are you getting the things here? So all this list of identified, these are nothing but the list of identified single use plastics, list of identified single use plastics. Understand this very clearly. Okay, this is a mains article, this is the mains article, mains related article for UPSC and the group 1 level. So you need to understand it very clearly, you need to write it very clearly. Okay, you're getting the thing. That's why I mentioned these many points. If you want, you can just pause the screen and write them. So all these are taken from the Gazette notification officially released by the Government of India. So these are all the list of what you call the single use plastics which will be banned from 1st July 2022 as per the recently amended plastic waste management rules. So understand this very clearly. So let us proceed further. What other points are there as part of the plastic waste management amendment rules? So see here, what they did is, sixth point is that the thickness of plastic carry bags increased from 50 to 75 microns. From 50 microns to 75 microns, they have increased the thickness of the plastic carry bags from 30th September 2021. And to 120 microns, further to 120 microns with effect from 31st December 2022. Very simply understand, the thickness of the plastic bags will be increased from the 50 microns to 75 microns and then further to 120 microns. Now you should get a doubt, what is the advantage when this particular plastic carry bags thickness is increased? The advantage is that when the plastic carry bags thickness is increased, simply it will be easy for recycling of that particular plastic carry bags. Okay, understand that very clearly. You can recycle them simply. Okay, otherwise what will happen is that the plastic bags with very less micron size, okay, it will disintegrate and it will turn into what is called as microplastic, which is much more dangerous. Understand that point very clearly. Why they are increasing the thickness of the plastic carry bags? Why? Because it will be easy for recycling. Okay, now what is the danger with plastic carry bags with very less micron size? The danger is that the plastic carry bag will disintegrate. For example, if a small, very less micron plastic bag thrown into the water body, it will disintegrate into small plastics called as microplastics, and these microplastics will be taken up by this particular fishes and other life forms present in the water bodies, and through food chains they also enter into the human bodies. So there is a health concern. So understand that very clearly. That's why you need to increase the thickness of the carry bags so that it will be easy to recycle the plastic carry bags. Very simple. Now what are the other things? So just try to understand here. This seventh point is all about the extended producer responsibility clause. Extended producer responsibility clause, EPR, extended producer responsibility clause. So what is this extended producer responsibility clause? Very simple. understand here one thing very clearly, not all the plastic carry bags or plastic items are banned. According to this thing, they identified certain plastic items, then they are banning them from the next year. Just now we have seen, okay, from the 1st July they are banning the, from the 1st July they are banning the 2022, they are banning all these things, right? Now just understand one more point here, just understand this. Now see here, this one, they are not totally, they are not banning all the, they are not totally banning all the what you call the plastic items. They are banning only the identified plastic items, right? Then what about the other plastic items? For example, this particular marker pen, it is not banned, okay? Definitely it is not banned under this. Now people has to manufacture this particular marker pen, then what will happen? Okay, every manufacturer who is manufacturing this marker pen, he should follow something called as extended producer responsibility rule. This is also called as extended producer responsibility rule, EPR rule. So this EPR rule is first time mentioned in the e-waste management rules. It is mentioned in the e-waste management rules. So understand this very clearly. The same EPR rule, okay, is also included in the amended plastic waste management rules. So what it is very simple. Whoever manufacturing this particular marker pen, they have an extended responsibility. What is that extended responsibility? The extended responsibility is that they will manufacture this particular pen, okay, and the extra responsibility is that whoever the company manufacturing this particular pen, they have to take the steps for recollecting this particular pen after its usage and recycling it and that particular pen and extracting the plastic from it. That is called as extended producer responsibility. Extended producer responsibility. Generally the producer of any plastic item company, what they will do, they just produce fine quality products, sell it in the market, that's it, make some profit, job is done. But they should not limit to that point. They has an extended responsibility of, okay, recollecting that material and then recycling it, okay. That is the meaning of the extended producer responsibility rule. This is included for the people who are manufacturing the plastics, okay, which are not mentioned in this particular amendment rules. So very simple, understand these things very clearly. So just pause the screen and write. Now what are the other things? The waste management, according to these rules, the waste management infrastructure in the states will be strengthened through the Swachh Bharat mission. So very simple, the entire plastic waste management infrastructure, okay, that is the collection of the plastic waste, processing of the plastic waste, recycling of the plastic waste, it is all done under the infrastructure created by the Swachh Bharat mission program in the states and union territories, okay. That is what the class is saying. Then how this particular plastic waste amendment rules were implemented? So just try to understand here in a simple manner. So this particular implementation at the state levels, this particular implementation at the state level is done by constituting a force called as special task force. Special task force will be created at the state governments level and they will work for implementing this particular plastic waste management rules and its amended rules of 2021. So first time when they bought it 2016 and recently they amended. The state task force at the states level will be constituted by the state governments and they will implement these particular rules, okay. They will check whether this particular task force will check whether the anybody is using this particular banned single use plastic items, anybody is producing them, okay, they will just catch them, they will book the cases under the Environment Protection Act 1986. So as per these rules, now at this national level there will be a national level task force, okay, constituted by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. It will works with the state governments, okay, to implement this particular plastic waste management rules 2016 and its amended rules 2021. Very simple, you have to write in a simple manner in the answer sheet. To implement the plastic waste amendment management rules, plastic waste management amendment rules 2021, at the state government level, a special task force were constituted. They will implement these particular rules at the state government level. Then at the national level, a national level task force is constituted under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. They work with the state level task forces to implement these particular rules. Okay, that is the simple manner. They work in a coordinated manner to eliminate the identified single use plastic items and implement the plastic waste management rules. Very simple. Some law is there, some institutional mechanism is also there, should be created for implementing these rules. Very simple. Now very simple, just try to understand here. Now the directions under the section 5 of Environment Protection Act 1986 have been issued to all the states and union territories, okay, for creating this particular state level task forces for implementing these particular rules. So very simple, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change asked all the states under the Environment Protection Act section 5 that you should implement these particular rules by constituting a special state level task forces. Very simple, and the state should comply with the directions. Very simple. Then what are the other things? The government is also taking proper measures for awareness generation towards elimination of single use plastics. Awareness creation is very important for the people. You need to create the awareness about the negative impacts of this particular plastic waste. Then only people will understand it. So various types of programs will be conducted by this particular government of India and the state governments to generate awareness about the single use plastics, their the problems and the dangers with them, and the rules, and what is the need to eliminate them. That is how the awareness campaigns were organized. Then everything is looking good, but see here, suddenly bringing some rules to ban the identified single use plastics. Definitely you have to come out with the alternatives for it. For example, you are using cutlery, okay, this particular plates, glasses in the celebrations. Suddenly it was banned, then obviously it will be a problem, right? So you need to look for the alternatives. So this point is all about that. To encourage the innovation in development of alternatives to identified single use plastic items, okay, the government of India is conducting the Plastic Challenge Hackathons 2021. So simply whoever is having the innovative ideas for coming out with the new alternatives to the banned that particular single use plastic items, the innovation in that particular areas were encouraged by the India Plastic Challenge Hackathon 2021. Understand that very clearly. So startups who are working to provide create this particular alternatives to the plastics, they were also encouraged by the government of India, okay, under the Startup India scheme. Understand this very clearly. These points are very easy. You need to create awareness about this thing, and you need to encourage the innovation for development of alternatives to single use plastics. Then at the same time, the government is encouraging the startups who are working to find the alternatives to the single use plastics. Very simple. All the states were issued the directions under the section 5 of Environment Protection Act 1986. Understand that. Now let us understand. So these are the important points in the amendment rules. So just I will give you an idea once again. So plastic waste management amendment rules. Simply they will ask the question, discuss about the various provisions of the plastic waste management amendment rules, okay, and what is its importance. You need to write in a simple manner. Plastic waste pollution is the threat to the humanity and the natural ecosystems. All the countries on the planet Earth are facing threat with the plastic pollution. Full stop. Huge amount of plastic is accumulated in the world oceans. Example, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch of Pacific Ocean and the Sargasso Sea in the North Atlantic Ocean. The India, with a very long coastline of 7516 kilometer coastline, okay, is also experiencing the plastic pollution problem along the coastline of India. Okay, the plastic is an environmental threat. It is posing a threat to the natural ecosystems. Full stop. Keeping all these facts in view, the government of India has brought the plastic waste management rules in 2016 for the first time, and these were amended recently in the 2021. According to this amendment, the government wants to ban the listed single-use plastic items by July 2022. Then you should write the examples of banned list of items. Then after that, you should write under Swachh Bharat Mission program, the infrastructure is being created to recycle this particular plastic waste. And you have to write the manufacturing, import, export, storage, usage of the plastic items is banned, okay, from the 2022 July 1st. Okay, then all the states governments were issued directions under the Environment Protection Act by the Government of India to implement this particular rules and regulations. Then the state should constitute a special task force to implement this particular plastic waste management rules at the state levels. Then at the national level, a national level task force is created that will coordinate with all the state governments in implementing these particular rules. Then next point you should write very simply, the plastic waste, banning the single-use plastic waste, okay, by these rules, okay, the government of India is trying to look for the other alternatives for the single-use plastic. In this process, the government of India is okay, encouraging the startups who are working for finding the alternatives to the single-use plastic. It is also conducting the all India level plastic hackathon challenges, okay, where students from educational institutions come there and they will come out with new innovative ideas to find alternatives to plastics. Then you should just write that, okay, all these points you just simply write, and the government is taking all the steps to create awareness in the citizens. It is one of the fundamental duty of the citizens according to the Indian Constitution that we need to protect our environment from various types of pollution. Okay, so like this you have to write in a simple manner. You should write in a simple manner in the mains examination of UPSC or in a this particular TSPSC, like this. So if you write, it will come to the 200 to 250 words. That is more than enough. Okay, this is how it is. But at the same time, you should know about some facts. The same time, you should know about some facts, right, about a particular issue. So what is this? So facts related, you have to write these facts in your mains answer sheets. Mains answer sheets, you should definitely write this particular facts. Why? Because you are saying something, how you substantiate that particular statement. Simply you are saying the plastic waste is a threat to humanity and the natural ecosystem. But how? And at what scale? You should write some facts, and that fact should be authenticated facts. Okay, like that. So see here, according to the UNEP, United Nations Environment Program, annually at global level, around 30 crore tons of plastic waste is produced. Understand that? Globally, at annually, okay, at global level, 30 crore ton of plastic waste is produced, and only 10% of this is recycled, only 10% of this is collected, recycled and reused. Then what about the 90% of the plastic waste? Simply it end up in the rivers, it will just end up in the oceans, it will end up in the landfill, okay, that simply it will be dumped in the soil. So all this particular 90% plastic that is present at the global level, which is not collected, reused, recycled and reused, all of that creates the pollution, right? So understand this one more, this is at the global level. Now what about India? What about India? So India annually produces 1.2 crore tons of plastic waste, and only 30% of this is recycled and reused according to the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change annual report. You should write this fact, okay, or you can start your answer with these facts only. Introduction, okay, like this. Then understand this, we have a lot of plastic waste, 1.2 crore tons is generated in India, and only 30% of it is used, reused, recycled and collected under the Swachh Bharat Mission program. Now understand this here. See, this is what the innovation is. So National Highway Authority of India, what it is doing is that it is using the recycled plastic in road construction. So whatever the plastic that is collected under the Swachh Bharat Mission, it is recycled and whatever the recycled material is there, it is simply mixed with the concrete and used in the new road construction by National Highway Authority of India. According to the website of National Highway Authority of India, as of today 700-kilometer road was laid using plastic. Okay, understand that very clearly. They will not make totally plastic roads, they mix the plastic, fine quality plastic with the concrete, and they lay the road. This is how it is. So these are all the facts. You should write these facts in your mains answer sheet, then the examiner will come to know that you know something about this particular issue or this particular question. So we will see about the microplastics. I hope you are understanding this particular thing. So just be patient and understand this particular things very clearly. Okay, I told you every day I will give you one mains article. This is today's mains article. Very simple. Okay, now what are these microplastics? See here, microplastics, they are a public health concern. They are a public health concern. How? Very simple. Just try to understand here microplastics, how they will form. See here, any plastic bag or plastic cover or material which is of very less micron size, what is the problem with it? It will disintegrate into small pieces. It will disintegrate into small pieces, and through the agriculture runoff or simply through water or whenever there is heavy rainfall, all this disintegrated plastic material, they end up in the water bodies. Then what will happen when they end up in the water bodies? Simply the creatures, see here how it will work. Microplastics, see here, whatever the plastic material are there, bottles, covers, all these things, whatever the litter that we throw, simply it will be broken into small pieces, either because of the UV, that is the sunlight falling on them and disintegrate over a period of time, or because of the microbial action. Some bacteria simply feed upon this plastic and disintegrate into small pieces, creating what is called as the microplastics. So what will happen? These small plastic particles, they end up in the water bodies, rivers, lakes, oceans. And what will happen? Simply these microplastics will be eaten up by this particular creatures, that is the aquatic life, fishes. Then what will happen? Fish is a food to the humans, and also it is eaten up by the seabirds, and it is also eaten up by the other aquatic life, whether it is in the ocean. So what will happen? From the body of the fish, through food chains, the microplastic enter into the body of humans, creating lot of health problems. This is how the microplastics, they are threat to the humans, and they are also threat to the health of the other creatures on the planet Earth. So what is the microplastic? According to the United Nations Environment Program, any plastic which is of less than 5 millimeter size, small plastic droplets, they are the microplastics, less than 5 millimeter size. Understand that very clearly. So this is how it is. So understand this very clearly. Pause the screen and just try to identify these arrows and understand this topic very clearly. So see here, polluted by, so this is a beach. You have a lot of all the plastic litter is present here, entirely polluted by the single use plastics. So see here, according to the United Nations Environment Program, microplastics are plastic particles smaller than 5 millimeter size. Just now I told you. Now what are these microbeads? Microbeads means a category of microplastics. Category of microplastics that are smaller than 5 millimeter in size. Microplastic means plastic particles less than 5 millimeter size, smaller than 5 millimeter, and these are microbeads are a category of microplastic which are much more smaller than the 5 millimeter size. Very simple. So see here, there is a UPSC question in 2019 on this particular microbeads. So how these microbeads were formed? Very simple, just try to understand here. Plastic material, from this we have this particular microplastics of size 5 millimeter. From microplastic, if they break into small pieces, you call it as microbeads. You call it as microbeads, and they are of less than 5 millimeter size. Understand that. This is a plastic carry bag. Okay. So it got disintegrated because of the sun rays or because of the bacteria. So what will happen? Microplastics are formed less than of 5 millimeter size, and much more smaller size less than 5 millimeter, you call it as microbeads. So let us see the question of UPSC civil service exam asked in 2019. Why is there a great concern about the microbeads that are released into the environment? Just now we have seen all these microplastics and microbeads, they end up into the environment, that is water bodies, oceans, fish will eat, and through food chains they reach the humans. So see here, why is there a great concern about microbeads that are released into environment? To know this question, to answer this question, you should know exactly what are microbeads. They are coming from the microplastics. Very simple. Microplastic, they are coming from the plastics. That's it. Okay. So they are considered harmful to marine ecosystems. Let us see option A. Let us see the B. They are considered to cause skin cancer in the children. Plastic material, microbeads causing skin cancer in the children. No, he is asking something about environment, and he is asking impact, giving the option as impact on children. So obviously it will be wrong. Okay, they are small enough to be absorbed by crop plants in irrigated fields. Definitely not. Okay, they are not small enough. They were ingested by this particular what you call it as fishes and other creatures. Okay, they are often found to be used as food adulterants. No, he is asking something about environment, he is giving something about in the option food adulteration. Totally wrong. So simply they are considered harmful to the marine ecosystems. Why? Because when they enter into the marine ecosystem, simply what will happen, just now we have seen now, okay, they will be marine ecosystem, fish will eat them, then simply they will reach the humans through food chains. So this is how it is. Just try to understand this concept, this question on the microbeads. So this is how it is. So I told you, we also discussed the previous questions. Now the same time, this is 2019 prelims question which was asked on extended producer responsibility. So just now I told you, whoever the producer producing some goods and products, okay, they have an extended responsibility of collecting them, reusing them, recycling them. In India, extended producer responsibility was introduced as an important feature in which of the following rules or regulations? They were introduced for the first time in the what you call it as the e-waste management rules 2011. The same rules, they are extended to the plastic waste management rules of 2021 amended rules. Understand this? So just I'm giving the sample questions of the UPSC. So every day on a topic we will discuss the sample questions also. Now let us see the next topic. The biodiversity related topic. Kaziranga National Park is in news. Why? Because for the first time in India, the government of India and the state government of Assam together, they in a coordinated manner, they have provided the satellite phones to the forest guards inside this particular Kaziranga National Park. Understand this very clearly. Everybody knows the Kaziranga National Park is located in Assam, and it is famous for one-horn rhino. It is famous for one-horn rhino. But what is the problem with this particular one-horn rhino? The illegal killing of one-horn rhino is happening. The poachers simply killing this particular creature for its horn, Understand this very clearly. So this horn is made up of keratin. Simply like we have nails, these particular creatures will have this particular horns. So what is the use? People from China and other Southeast Asian countries, they believe that this particular horn has got medical properties. Simply they make a powder and use it in the medicines. But that is not proved, and it is totally wrong. Understand that very clearly. So and the Kaziranga National Park, the problem is that it is full of grasslands, elephant grass. will be present in this particular Kaziranga National Park. So simply the poachers will hide in this particular grass and they will find an opportunity to kill this particular creature and take this horn. So there are a lot of concerns regarding this particular one-horn rhino. Why? Because it is an endangered species under IUCN Red Data Book and their populations are decreasing. So keeping all these views in consideration, the government of India has decided to give the satellite phones to the forest guards so that they can continuously communicate without any delay or without any network related problems or issues, okay, to safeguard this particular creature. So understand this very clearly. Kaziranga National Park, it is there in Assam. So it is formed in 1908 history, okay, so it is located in Assam. So in the year 1985, the park was declared as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. See here, World Heritage Site, so it is World Natural Heritage Site. Understand this very clearly. UNESCO declares cultural, natural, mixed heritage sites. So this is a World Natural Heritage Site declared in the year 1985. So the same Kaziranga National Park is declared as a Tiger Reserve in 2006. Understand that very clearly, okay. And it is also an important bird and biodiversity area, declared by BirdLife International, which is a global environmental NGO, okay, working for the conservation of the birds at global level. So many taglines are there for Kaziranga National Park. It is a national park, it is a tiger reserve, it is a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site, it is a important bird and biodiversity area. Understand that very clearly, okay, are you getting the things? So see here, so the park is having 4 types of vegetations. So what are these 4 types of vegetation? Just now I told you, elephant grass or simply grasslands, okay, created or formed in the alluvial plains of the river Brahmaputra, which is just passing from the northern edge of this particular Kaziranga National Park. And you have the savanna woodlands, okay, simply savanna woodland means you have grassland, you have a grassland like this, and suddenly what will happen is that there will be a tree, and again grasslands for some area, again a tree. So these are savanna woodlands. And you have tropical moist mixed deciduous forest, tropical semi-evergreen forest. All these are there in the Kaziranga National Park of Assam. Remember, there are no pure evergreen forests in the Kaziranga National Park. Why it is in news? It is in news because for the first time in India, out of all the national parks in India, only one national park forest guards were given this particular satellite phones, so that there will be a continuous communication with the authorities, so that, and they will take all the steps and quick decisions for the protection of this particular creature, one-horn rhino, in the Kaziranga National Park. So understand this very clearly. So for this, it is in news, okay. Now already you know this particular thing. The park is famous for one-horn rhinos, okay. About 2,200 one-horn rhinoceros are present in this park, okay, which is half of the world's one-horn rhino population. So half of the world one-horn rhino population. One-horn rhino is also present in Bangladesh, it is present in Nepal, it is present in Bhutan. So it is also present in India. So out of the entire population of one-horn rhino, okay, only one-horn rhino, understand that, about half are present in this particular Kaziranga National Park. Understand that. But at the same time, the park is also home to tigers, elephants, wild water buffaloes, bears, aquatic species like Gangetic river dolphin. Understand this. Gangetic river dolphin, which is the national aquatic animal of India. National aquatic animal of India. Okay, from 2009, National Aquatic Animal of India. It is there in the Brahmaputra river systems, which is just a river system passing from the northern side of the Kaziranga National Park. Understand this. So National Aquatic Animal of India, Gangetic river dolphin. Understand this. And October 5th is celebrated as Dolphin Day. October 5th is celebrated as National Dolphin Day in India. National Dolphin Day in India. Understand that very clearly. Okay, I think everybody knows about this. Then see here the river Brahmaputra, you know, which originates in the Tibet plateau and enters into the India via Arunachal Pradesh. This river Brahmaputra flows adjacent to the park. Okay, the river fluctuations by Brahmaputra system result in flooding of this particular Kaziranga National Park every year. So understand these things very clearly. So it's a simple prelims related thing. Okay, you have Kaziranga National Park and you have the Brahmaputra river flowing from the northern side of the Kaziranga National Park. Why I discussed this? Why? Because the satellite phones are given to this particular forest guards. Now, related to the one-horn rhino, there is a one question recently asked in the 2019 prelims paper, 2019 prelims UPSC paper. So, what is this particular question is all about regarding one-horn rhino? Consider the following statement. First statement is Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. Second statement, double humped camel with double humps, okay, is naturally found in India only. Okay, then one horn rhino is naturally found in India only. See here, just now we have seen in the previous slide that half of the world's population of one horn rhino is present in India. Remaining half is present in Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, right? So obviously one horn rhino is naturally found in India only will be a wrong statement, right? So when 3 is gone, option C is gone, option D is gone, okay? Then only 1 and 2 are remaining. Understand this, okay? Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. Yes, it is absolutely true. So what is this Asiatic lion? So understand this very clearly. Asiatic lion is present in the Greater Gir landscape area. Greater Gir landscape area of Gujarat. So this is greater than 28,000 square kilometer area. Greater Gir landscape area of Gujarat. Here it is the last natural habitat of Asiatic lion in India. Of course, okay, it is found only in India. Of course, the name is Asiatic lion. The scientific name is Panthera leoparsica, but it is found not throughout the Asia. It is found only in India, the Gir National Park. Okay, so this is the correct statement. So here, when you understand the facts fully, you will be able to attempt the questions in UPSC prelims in an accurate manner. So see here, how we are able to attempt this, say this is a wrong statement. Why? Because in the previous slide we came to know that the one horn rhinos, see here, one horn rhinos about 2200 exist in this park, which is half of the world's one horn rhino population. That means what about the other half of the world's one horn rhino population? Where they are present? They are present in Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal. With that single fact, you will be able to attempt this question asked in the 2019. See here, it is saying one horn rhinoceros is naturally found in India only. No, half of them are present here. So obviously this is wrong. When this is wrong, C will be gone, D will be gone, only 1 and 2 are there. Asiatic lion naturally found in India. Yes, it is naturally found in India. This was asked in the year 2019. But why UPSC asked this question in 2019 only? 2019 October. Okay, why it August? Why it asked that? Why? Because 2019 March in the Gir National Park, of Gujarat, what happened is that within a span of 13 days, 33 Asiatic lions died. 33 Asiatic lions died because of the infection caused by what is called as CDV virus, canine distemper virus. Understand this very clearly. Okay, these Asiatic lions were infected with the canine distemper virus and they died because of the infection from this particular virus. So there are, according to government official figures, there are 674 Asiatic lions in the Gir National Park of Gujarat. Out of that, 33 died in 13 days by infection caused by the CDV virus. So this happened in March 2019. UPSC asked this question in August 2019 prelims exam. Like that, UPSC asks the questions from the current affairs. Understand that very clearly. Okay, this is how you need. Now, what about double humped camel? So, double humped camel means a camel with two humps. So, it is seen in Ladakh. It is seen in Ladakh. It is seen in Arunachal Pradesh. It lives in the Himalayan region. It is also present in Tibet and China. So, definitely this is also wrong. So, one is right. Very simple. Okay, just I am giving explanation about how you can come to the correct conclusions in the answers. So, third article is Tapas Portal. It is a very simple article, Tapas Portal, related to the prelims. So, what is this Tapas Portal is all about, or a website? Tapas means training for augmenting productivity and services. So, this portal, okay, it is developed by National Institute of Social Defense under Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment, MOSJ, MOSJE. So, under this Tapas Portal was created. Training, you give the training for augmenting productivity and services of the young people. So, what type of training? So, see here, it is a online digital platform, online digital educational platform that offers various courses in the field of social defense. The main objective is to impart the training on social defense. So, what do you mean by social defense? So, just try to understand here very clearly. So, it's a simple prelims related article. So, see here. So, what is social defense? Social defense means protection of society against crime through a systematically organized and coherent action by state and civil society. Very simple. It is all about how you protect the society from various types of crimes. So, how you protect the society from various types of crimes? Simply by making the students learned, making the students educated, or making the children educated, and making them the good citizens of this country. This is all about the social defense. So, understand this very clearly. There is an organization called as National Social Defense, National Social Defense. So, National Institute of Social Defense, NISD, under Ministry of Social Justice. So, this institution launched the Tapas Portal. It is an online educational platform having the content about various issues, so that the children and the youth of the country will learn from that particular portal and become a very good citizens, and so that the crimes in the society will come down. So, understand this very clearly. It is all about making the citizens and the students good people of this particular country, or abide the laws of this particular country. Very simple. Just remember, Tapas Portal is all about giving the training on social defense to the people in this country, especially the youth and the children. Tapas Portal is developed by National Institute of Social Defense, Ministry of Social Justice. That is a small, simple prelims related point. So, see here, who can take up this particular courses? Who can take up this particular courses? So, anybody, the courses can be taken up by anyone who wish to enhance his or her knowledge on topics, and there is no fee for joining. So, what type of topics they will give? So, see here, 5 basic courses were part of the Tapas Portal, that they will discuss about how to prevent the drug abuse or substance abuse, how to take care of the elderly, and how to take care of the people suffering from dementia, transgender related issues, the laws, rules, regulations, various issues faced by them and how to overcome them, and comprehensive course on social defense issues. So, it is not important for mains but only for prelims. Tapas Portal, sometimes seen in news, is related to which of the following? Social defense, like that they will ask. All these things. Then under which ministry it is there? Ministry of Social Justice Empowerment. Very simple, nothing much is there to discuss. So, you can read this National Institute of Social Defense. Right now it is an autonomous body under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Why I am giving so much of facts here is so that somebody who is interested, they can pass and read, or simply write or note them. So, it does not mean that all the things were dumped here and I am just reading them. No. I just want to make sure that people who want to just write them, they can write them. Okay, that is how it is. So that was the idea. So then we have this very important article of the day, the National Mission on Edible Oils and Oil Palm. National Mission on Edible Oils and Oil Palm. So just 2 days back, the Prime Minister has approved this particular national mission. The cabinet has approved this, headed by the Prime Minister, approved this national mission on edible oils, oil palm. So very simple, it is all about increasing the production of the oil palm and extracting the edible oils from the oil palm fruit, so that we reduce the excessive dependence or excessive import of the edible oils from other countries. You will be totally surprised, whatever the household cooking oil that we are using, okay, it is imported from other countries. The crude palm oil is imported from other countries, and just some of the companies here in India, they will just refine them, they will just package them and send the market. More than 90% of this particular oil palm we import from other countries. It is costing the government of India huge amount of money. Generally, the oil palm trees will be growing in the tropical regions on the planet Earth, but unfortunately we are not able to grow this particular crop, okay, in India. So see here, this is the map. If you see this particular map, this is very clear. So these the oil palm, okay, from where the edible oils were extracted, they grow in the tropical region. They grow in the tropical region on planet Earth. So if you see very clearly, all the tropical countries, most of them, they are cultivating naturally this particular oil palm, okay, oil palm trees. See here, if you see India, there is no cultivation of oil palm, almost nil. Okay, are you getting the thing? That's why what is happening, 98% of the oil palm we are importing from the other countries. The Indonesia, the largest producer of the oil palm, because a huge amount of area, geographical area is having this particular oil palm trees, and simply the fruit is taken, and it is simply from that fruit you extract this particular oil palm or edible oil. Very simple. See here, if you just observe this map, almost all the tropical countries are having this, but India do not have the cultivation of this particular oil palm trees. So 98% of oil palm we are importing from other countries. So what is the problem when you import? When you import, simply you have to pay in dollars. So obviously it will be a huge dent on the forex reserves of India. It will be a huge dent on the forex reserves of India. Okay, and whenever you are importing from other countries, obviously you have to include all the transportation charges, taxes, everything. And finally, what is happening? The edible oil prices in India is very high, and that's why the edible oil, which is an essential item in the households. Okay, the prices are very high, leading to the inflation. That problem is also there. And one more thing is that you have a natural advantage. The oil palm trees will grow in the tropical regions. India, being a tropical country, can support this particular growth of oil palm trees. Okay, so if you support that particular initiative, what will happen? The farmers will be benefited. You can increase the income levels of this particular farmers in India. Okay, you can process this particular oil palm and just locally and sell it in the local market, so that the prices will come down. Okay, and if you produce on our own, simply the import will decrease and forex reserves, okay, no need to pay for this particular thing. You can use it for some other thing. So all these benefits are there. Keeping in view all these benefits, simply the government of India has bought this particular national mission on edible oils and oil palm. Very simple article, nothing much is there, where the government of India is focusing more on northeast region, Andaman Nicobar Islands, for the production, for the growing of this particular oil palm trees. So already I have discussed this particular thing. We are heavily depending on the import of edible oils. So all these points are there. And the government of India has provided a financial outlay of 11,040 crores has been made for the scheme. And in that, the state government should also be part of this particular funding mechanism. Understand this very clearly. So already I explained how it will work. You can pause the screen and write the things if you want to. Okay. Then what are the other things? Understand this thing very clearly. Under the scheme, they have kept the targets. So what is the target? It is proposed to cover an additional area of 6.5 lakh hectares of oil palm till the year 2025-26, thereby reaching the target of 10 lakh hectares ultimately. Very simple, you need to understand very simply. So from 2021 till the time 2026, you need to have in India 10 lakh hectares of land cultivated by the oil palm trees. Very simple. This is that point. Next, the production of crude palm oil. Crude palm oil means simply the fruit is taken from the plant, and when you just press it, you will have the lot of palm oil coming from it. You need to process it, then only we will use it. Okay. The production of crude palm oil is expected to go up to 11.20 lakh tons by 2025 and 28 lakh tons by 2029 or 30. So this is one more targets. These are the targets kept by the government of India. So what will be the expected outcomes? Simply I told you, it will benefit the oil palm farmers. It will increase the farmer incomes, agricultural incomes, and it will increase the capital investment in oil processing industries. And why? Because raw material will be there. It will create new employment. It will reduce the import dependence and increase the income of the farmers. Already I told in that map. Very simple, very simple understanding, expected outcomes. So just try to understand this background information for mains related thing. So since 1991-1992, the government is taking various measures to increase the oil palm production in India, but unfortunately that is not happening. Understand this very clearly. But in the last 5 years, the oil seeds production increased from 275 lakh tons in 2014-15 to 265 lakh tons in 2021. So substantial amount of increase in the oil seeds production is seen in India. Understand that in the last 5 years. Not only that, to do the research on the oil palm, okay, the government of India established an Indian Institute of Oil Palm Research in Andhra Pradesh, where it will do the research on oil palm trees, and it will identify the various potential areas in India where oil palm trees can be grown in an easy manner because of the favorable climatic conditions. So this Indian Institute of Oil Palm Research, it said that okay, throughout India 28 lakh hectares of land is suitable for the growing of oil palm trees. But right now, only out of this 28 lakh, only 3.70 lakh hectares of land in India is under oil palm cultivation. That means you can just increase, we have more 25 lakh hectares of land in India suitable for cultivation of oil palm. Understand this? You have to write these facts in mains. Then what it is saying is that, oil palm produces 10 to 46 times more oil per hectare compared to other oil seeds crops like groundnut, coconut. Okay, understand that. That means very simple, the oil extraction potential for the oil palm in Indian climatic conditions is very high compared to the oil seeds like groundnut, coconut. Understand that, oil from these things. Very simple. Okay, you need to write all these things. And not only that, for the first time the government of India is providing what is called as minimum support price to the oil palm farmers who are growing the oil palm. Understand that very clearly, oil palm trees. Minimum support price, this is there, and this particular scheme will be under the National Food Security Mission oil palm program. Understand that very clearly. Okay. Now, so these are the various facts. Let us go further. So very simple, I included some facts. Definition of palm oil. Palm oil is edible oil, everybody knows it, which is extracted from the fruit, pulp of the fruit of oil palm tree. Simply there will be a big fruit. If you cut it, inside whatever the fruit is there, you just, that is all the pulp. When you press it, simply palm oil will be extracted from it. So the largest producer of crude palm oil in the world is Indonesia. Remember this, followed by Malaysia, Nigeria, Colombia. So all these are tropical countries in the map I have shown you. They are the major exporters of the palm oil. In fact, India imports majority of the palm oil from Southeast Asian countries, Indonesia and Malaysia. Why? Because they are geographically near to India. Very simple. Now, India is the net importer of the crude palm oil. So the crude palm oil is also having other applications. It is used in biodiesel, and it is production of biodiesel, and one of the product of the glycerin. Glycerin is having a lot of cosmetic and medical applications. Very simple. These are some of the facts. So, but let us see here. This is the map. Tropical countries. You see the oil palm growing in the tropical countries. We are importing from Thailand, Malaysia, Nigeria, and also the Colombia, So here the Colombia is here. Okay. So this is how it is. Now let us see a question. Let us see a question asked in the UPSC. Here is the Colombia, South American country. So let us see a question asked by UPSC regarding this oil palm. 2019 prelims paper, there is a question. What is the question? Among the agricultural commodities imported by India, which one of the following accounts for the highest imports in terms of value in the last 5 years? It's a general awareness question. Why? Because 98% of the palm oil simply we import from other countries, especially Indonesia and Malaysia. So understand here, it is a simple question. Vegetable oils, 98%. So this is how it is. This is the topic asked. The question was asked in the year 2019. Okay. So we stop here, and the remaining we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you. So the answer will be simply the vegetable oils. 2019 question. So like this general awareness questions they will ask prelims paper. So just today we will conclude here, and tomorrow again we will discuss the important current affairs for the UPSC and other examinations in India. So this is how we will proceed, friends and students. Like we include the previous questions, we discuss one mains article, and we also include the prelims related articles for UPSC and the state level PSC exams like TS PSC and AP PSC. So this is how we conclude the today's class, and try to utilize this opportunity. The students in the Ashoka Online Academy, subscribe to this particular channel and share this particular video with your friends who are preparing for this examination. Why? Because the current affairs topics are freely available, and I am giving in-depth discussion along with the previous year question discussion. So share with the friends, with your other friends, and try to note the information by passing the video, so that daily you will have 4 to 5 topics at your disposal. So every day you are just imagine reading 5 topics every day, and if you do it for 365 days, simply you will have a lot of topics on current affairs with you within a span of 1 year. So all these topics will be useful for you in the future examinations. So understand that very clearly. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.